you. Thank you. Let me put my glasses on so that I can read this. Let me just. Whatever. They're staying put. Okay. Oh, this is perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Good.
So, I wrote most of this speech after my wedding. One could say I was a little overly optimistic that she would ask me to be her maid of honor. But I was really hoping that she would. You've been my biggest supporter, and I'd hoped that one day I'd be able to return the favor. So Mike texted me last fall that he had gotten a ring, wanted me to orchestrate a proposal. Paige and I talked about reinventing our signatures at the nail salon. Little did she know that he was going to propose to her that night. I love bragging about my two-time collegiate national championship bowler bestie, who I've known since I was 7. Somehow, even though she's the famous one, I've always felt like she was my #1 fan. When I had beef with someone, so did Paige. And when I loved someone, Paige made room in her heart for them too. Our mutually empathetic personalities is what has bonded us over the years. Paige, I'm just so proud of you. You've always known what you wanted and never let anything stand in your way of getting it. When I learned about Mike, my first thought was, Paige, what did we say about bowlers? No offense, I know there's a lot of you here. But it didn't take long for me to understand what it was that made her sparkle when she talked about him. Because music and bowling are her two greatest passions, and she shares that with him. Mike is kind and compassionate, and his altruistic personality is just one more thing that he has in common with his bride. He's her perfect complement. Paige, you have the biggest heart, and I'm so happy that you've found someone who fills it with joy. I have a little gift for you.
Is it a dance?
What? I'm not dancing. Later. I recycled the wrapping paper. It's not fragile. So I took some pictures of Paige and Mike back in January when we came up here. And while I was taking this photo, it was raining and then it was snowing. And they were like, click the button, Lindsay, click the button. And there was just a lot of stuff going on. And I just hope that this picture reminds you that even when the world is crazy and there's all these things going on, that you remember that you can just look at each other and remember the joy of this moment. So help me raise a glass to my best friend, Mrs. Friend. May they never forget the joy of this day.
Well, Lindsay, you brought a gift. I am the gift. So, first off, doesn't Paige look beautiful? Well, hi everyone. If you don't know me, before this wedding, you can get up and leave. I'm kind of a big deal. I'm Mike's best man. I'm Austin. Oh, shit. I've known Mike pretty much my whole life. We practically did everything together growing up, sharing birthdays, cranking Kid Rock. I don't know how many times we did the air guitar when the solo guitar hit the Ball with the Boss song. I don't know if you all know that. Can't forget Limp Bizkit. Mike and I had a brother relationship. Like it's, we fought over little things, but also backed up one another when we had to. That was with golf, bowling, flag football. Don was our coach. Bike, jet skiing. And then looking back, I think there's a picture of us at the Backstreet Boys concert in a limo. Looking back is a proud moment. I don't know. Yeah, I know. But not sure if Mike remembers this, but my last day of my senior year, all seniors went out to the football field. And it was like a last hurrah. And when I left the football field, I could hear the ring, go off. And the first person, I don't know why you got out there so fast, I'm still thinking of that till this day, was Mike. And when I saw him, I literally started bawling. Like, absolutely bawling. And it all hit me at once. And I was like, this is the guy that I golfed with, but grew up with, all just hit me. And it wasn't just because of my other friends or whatever, because I took him to school, we did everything. And Mike came up to me, gave me a hug, I'll never forget this, and he told me, "What the are you crying for? I'll visit you at Central." And I'm like, shit, you're right. Shut the fuck up, Austin. That was the kind of stuff. We had that brotherly love. We just shot it straight. We shoot one another. We kept it straight. No beating around the bush. Even about talking about personal things. Okay, enough of this sappy shit. Paige, getting to know you has been a pleasure. When I was told you guys were coming up in January, early February, I'm thinking, wow. I said this the other night. This place looks like a Shrek swamp, and the weather's terrible. But hey, you rolled with the punches when it was raining, snowing. You did everything. Even when you guys were taking pictures, Mike was the one complaining. You were not. But yeah. But for you to travel, leave your home state, to have a wedding here, where Mike grew up, that says a lot about you and who you are and the love you have for Mike. Mike, don't F this up. Now, let's raise a glass to Mike and Paige. Love you both. And let's party.
Good evening, everyone. Can everybody hear me? Okay. Welcome to Mike and Paige's wedding. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Bill, or as Paige calls me, Pops. On behalf of Kim and myself, we would like to thank everyone for joining us here to celebrate Mike and Paige. I know a lot of you traveled a long way to get here, and it means a lot to Mike and Paige that you all made the journey here to celebrate with them. Kim and I would also like to thank everyone that helped put everything together. When you live in Texas and you plan a wedding in Washington, it's not an easy task. And we had a lot of friends and family that helped us put everything together, and too many people to name, but we thank every one of you, and you all know who you are, so thank you. I think the best thing that I'm glad is over on the planning stage is I won't have to watch an Amazon driver come to my house and delivering shoes that aren't quite right and get returned back to the Amazon warehouse. Okay.
Possibly.
Today we also want to welcome Don and Shelley and all their family, the friends, into our family. They've treated Paige like a second daughter, which is really special to us, and I'm glad that they have that bond and that relationship going. And Mike is like a son to us already. We're so happy to have him in our family, so I want to welcome all the Friend family into our family. Now I would like to share a few memories about Paige. I'll try not to embarrass her too much. I'll save that for the dance floor later. So I remember holding Paige for the very first time in the hospital. And when you look at her now, you wouldn't believe it, but when Paige was born, she weighed 10 pounds, 1 ounce. Huge baby. Huge. Really big. And Kim and I were sitting there looking at her and admiring her, and suddenly Kim looked at me. She said, "Oh my God." I said, "What?" She said, "I think I gave birth to a sumo wrestler." But she was a very cute sumo wrestler, and we loved her. Paige was not only the biggest baby in the hospital, but at that time, Beanie Babies were the big rage. Everybody was buying Beanie Babies. So all the nurses and doctors were all in a tizzy. "Oh, we have a real live Beanie Baby here." And they were coming from all the different floors and all around the hospital to see the new live Beanie Baby. So even though Paige's name changed to Friend today, she's always still going to be our little Beanie Baby. Anyone that knows me knows that Paige has been and always will be my little girl. And raising a little girl, for me anyway, was a lot different than raising my son, Chad. Boys, you just raise differently. You got to raise them into be men. Paige, she got away with anything with me. I spoiled her. If she came to me, if Mom told her no, she always knew I would tell her yes. And to this day, she still knows that, because we might be drinking beers out on the patio, and she'll say, "Hey, Pops, can you get me a beer?" Well, I'll jump right up and go get her a beer. So, but I love doing that, because I love spoiling Paige when she was little, and to this day, I don't get many opportunities now to spoil her anymore. Oh, Paige, your mom and I, we couldn't be prouder of you. You've always worked hard, and you've accomplished so much in such a short time. Anybody that doesn't know, Paige is a doctor in occupational therapy. She went to school for 8 years to achieve that. She works with kids with disabilities, and she makes a big difference in their lives and their families' lives. And your mom and I couldn't be more proud of you. Mike, we're proud of you too. You're an amazing young man, and Kim and I are proud to have you as our son-in-law. And I can tell Paige and Mike have a special bond, just the way they interact and mostly how they make each other laugh. That's a big sign for me, and they're always laughing and joking it up to each other, and it really warms my heart when I see that. And I had all these things I was going to say about Mike and how wonderful he is, but something happened last night. It's not bad, Mike. So last night, Kim and I were talking to Mike, and we asked Mike, we said, "Are you ready for tomorrow? Are you nervous about tomorrow?" Just getting his input, what he felt about today's events. And Mike, I could see a sudden glow in Mike's face. It just lit up. And he told us, he said, "I'm so excited about tomorrow. I can't wait to see Paige in her dress, and it's going to be the best day of my life." And I knew that came from the heart, and that means a lot to me. So it's not easy passing my little girl off to another man, but I know she's going to be in good hands with Mike. Here's my advice. It's not too bad. So for both of you, always keep laughing like you're doing. Have fun in life, and don't sweat the little stuff. But Paige, for you. You gotta let Mike beat you once in a while in bowling. And you're gonna have to let him go golfing every once in a while.
I can trade that.
All right.
So let's all raise our glasses to Mike and Paige, to a lifetime of love and happiness.
Thanks, Dad and Mom.
Congratulations.
Love y'all.
Love you, Mike.
I'm coming around. Bring it in. It's only going to be news from me because you're not going to say anything. I already know you're scared to talk in public. First of all, I didn't want to. Yeah, okay. Can you hear me now, everybody? Verizon, you can hear me now? Okay, cool. I just want to thank everybody, first of all, for coming out here, flying out here, driving out here, wherever you're from. I know everybody's from all over the place. We appreciate it. It means the world to us.
Yeah.
Second of all, parents, thank you guys for everything. Kim, Bill, Donald, Shelly, Mother, wherever you're at. I can't see. Thank you guys for everything. And then the families, Kirchers,
Yeah.
Braze, Hagee, and everybody that has been a huge help for us since we weren't here to set up and do all of this.
Yes.
Thank you guys all.
Thank you.
So, cheers to everybody. If I forgot to say thank you and mention your name, I swear we do thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.